Hello everybody, it is August 10th in this year of 2022. The time now is 9:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the USA. This is Nana Kharmz. Welcome everyone. Today's episode, or tonight's episode on this Wednesday night is called New Nana Kharmz High School Campus, Part 2. S4 standing for Sims 4. E standing for episode 422. And then I indicate June 2020 to July 17th, 22. Because I created this school in the year of 2020 and I revised it July 17th of this year, 2022. And it also indicates in the title that I am Nana Kharmz Krazy Gaming. Let's get started. Okay, I've created a fourth building. What you're looking at right now is the main building, and this is the back hallway where the lockers are, and it says Nana Kharmz High School. So in episode 420 I was not able to finish I did part 1 and was not able to do part 2. So this is me completing part 2, sort of like a sequel to part 1 of the Nana Kharmz High School. I'm calling it a campus because it has 4 buildings. I completed a 4th building on August 7th, 2022, a few days ago. Sorry couldn't get back to you guys sooner. There was a young man that was 17 or 19 in the family who was murdered, and the family is heartbroken about that. So teenagers, please put the guns down. Don't go around shooting people. It takes lives, and people you affect more than just the person you kill. When you kill someone, you affect their whole entire family. So my nephew's son is murdered, and he is very, very distraught, and so is the boy's mother. All right, and my daughter, who is the cousin. Okay, let's get started. Let me go in. Okay, I am in Michigan, so our sports team, if you notice in part 1, I told you guys I wanted to put my state's sports teams in the school. So Detroit Lions is one of my football teams here in Michigan. Alright, and then here's a picture of one of my favorite singers, and she is also a star in TV and movies, Candy Burris. I love her. And also in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she has millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, so she produces her own TV shows, including Candy Burris' wedding And when she took her family on a trip to the mountains, and then she also did a recent show about the old lady gang's restaurants, Candy and the Gang. Okay, next to Candy is my grandson, Kier Marquise, and he was on the U of M Little League football team and ran track and was a winner in both, got awards in both and trophies in both. But now he is a teenager on the high school football team, and hopefully he can go to the major NFL. Alright, over here is some dancing dolls doing some of their dances, which are similar to cheerleaders. They're doing the splits as they jump mid-air. This is a silhouette of a cheerleader. This is the Detroit Pistons cheerleaders. That's dancing dolls again in the purple and yellow. And when my internet went out in part 1, I was telling you guys that here was a shy young lady who is athletic cheerleader, and this is her new boyfriend. These deco sims are here because I paid for them through Patreon, thanks to Jasmine Radich. Here's another silhouette of a cheerleader next to the Detroit Pistons, which is our proud basketball team. Here is some of the Detroit Pistons. We have Tayshaun Prince. We have Richard Hamilton or Rick Hamilton, and Drummond and Fro and a lot of the and Sheed, of course, Sheed over here, Fro here, Face up here. Some of my favorite players. My son likes Tayshaun Prince though. Okay, and then here's some of the new players that were drafted this year into the Pistons. It's Duran and Ivy. Ivy's very popular. Alright, I'm going to do a sound check. I'll be right back. And then here's some of the new players that were here. And then I'm on my PC, so I have to check to see if there's any comments. I have to go out of the game to do that. Hold on a moment. Okay, I'm back now. Okay, I'm back now. Alright, let's turn around here. So, in this corner over here, if you noticed in episode 420 part 1, I indicated who these people are. Why is that down there? I do not know. Okay, so here is my nephews, my sister LaShawn's children, her 3 sons. He's an adult son. This is Nathaniel. We call him Tantan. This is Mimi. We call him Mimi. This is Demetrius, who is a talented artist and dancer, and probably a singer too. And well, they all can sing, just like their mom. And this is the middle son, and his name is Christopher. So before, you guys could not see the other picture of Christopher in the other building. So here's a view of Christopher. And then this is again my grandson Kier Marquise. Okay, now we did not get to go to certain things, certain rooms in on the 2nd floor, so we'll try to attempt to do that. So let's go down 1 floor. And this is an added picture. This is Tommy, and I think Tommy Lee, and she is on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And Tommy Lee always dresses like a very elegant model. But she can also dress in sexy outfits, like this green outfit that she has on. If I can get in there. This is Tommy Lee as well. Next to her is, I replaced the old picture and put a new picture up here of Drake. Next to Drake is a picture of Jocelyn Hernandez. And of course, you guys know I have plenty of pictures of Nicki Minaj, and plenty of pictures of Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B throughout my school here. Alright, so I've added also, what you guys didn't see in part 1, I've added a few more people. Here is one of the people I like to look at on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and her name is Dime. Is known for her pink hair. It's no longer pink anymore. She's a new mom and she got married. But Jessica Dime, so her poster says, or album cover says, Jessica Dime, Diamonds and Dollars. Next to her is the P-Cat Dolls. I love the song that they made years ago called Buttons, with Snoop Doggy Dogg. My nephews again right there. And then on this wall is my niece's This is my sister Tori's, my third baby sister Tori, her daughter, her oldest daughter, and her name is Heavenly. And then this is my niece. These two pictures here is the same person. This is, this is my niece Alicia. These two pictures is a picture of her, and I call her Sisha. And she has a little girl that's Hispanic and speaks Spanish quite well. Okay, and then we have Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion again, and we have Nicki Minaj, Hernandez again, and then we have Jocelyn Hernandez in a goddess, well, practically naked goddess picture. And we have Minaj and Cardi B again, Megan Thee Stallion in blue hair, and this is Jocelyn Hernandez in the canary golden yellow. And then before, I probably indicated to you guys, this is a picture of my other niece, my sister Rhonda's. I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. So my sister Rhonda is 11 months younger than me. We were raised as twins, but I'm the oldest of all of them. And this is her older daughter, Mignon, named after filet mignon steak. Okay, so now we will go down the hall here, as we're on the 2nd floor, because I forgot to go through a certain classroom. You guys saw the math room and some other rooms, but we need to go. Yikes, where's the ding dong door? Okay, hold on. Oh, here it is. Ooh. Alright, through the door there you can see Michelle Rodriguez, who does the Fast and Furious movies with Vin Diesel. That's Nicki Minaj again there. Whoa. Alright, let's go down this. I'm trying to turn around because I need to go the other way. Alright, yeah, this classroom is over here, and I forgot to go in there. So we're going into this classroom here, and this is what I call the perfume chemistry class. This, of course, you guys, if you watch my video streams, is my daughter, my beautiful model daughter, Crystal. And that's Crystal with a K, as I spelled here. Because I'm Carmen with a K, so I named her Crystal with a K. Therefore, she named her son Kier with a K. Alright, so this is the perfume chemistry class. And the teacher is, let's see if we can get in there. Through the window there, you can see one of my favorite horror movie, scary picture movie stars, Vincent Price, Peter Cushing, also Boris Karloff, and Christopher Lee, all of those older stars. But Vincent was my favorite. Okay, now, and if you guys don't know who Vincent is, think of Michael Jackson, the Thriller's video song that made millions of dollars. Well, Vincent Price was the one who did the horror rap for that Thriller's video, Thriller song. Alright, so the teacher's teaching chemistry. On the classroom desk here are chemistry bottles and perfumes and books. There is a student in the classroom back there. And then on the wall here, if I can go down here, is a picture of my daughter Crystal here in the purple sunglasses, her favorite color, purple, and my niece, Rhonda's middle daughter, Amber, who also sells her own products called Shades of Amber. My daughter sells products as well, and my daughter sells purses and clothing and boots and all types of things. Okay, let's get out of this math class. Alright, so we will leave this perfume classroom because we have a lot to see. Well, wait, we didn't get this wall here. So this wall has some chemistry equations on it. The reason that the hummingbirds that are feeding on the flowers there, because flowers have a great deal to do with perfume. Okay, so we're going to go out now. There's one of my other favorite stars, Johnny Depp, in the Transference or Transcendence movie. Sci-fi movies are my favorite. Okay, I'm trying to turn around here. And down the hall here is Sling Blade, one of my other favorite movies. And you guys know from part 1 video I told you that Meet Joe Black with Anthony Hopkins and Brad Pitt is also my favorite. But my most favorite movie star that I have a crush on is Jeff Goldblum, star of Jurassic Park, The Fly, and many, many more other movies. And I don't know if you can see him here. Let's tilt. It's also Richard Dreyfuss, and he's spooning out some potatoes in one of my favorite movies, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Alright, here's another part. There's a drawing there from Close Encounters of the Third Kind as well. Okay, let's go down the hall here, past the Lysol sink for pandemic reasons. And then we went, and the reason there's posters all over the hallway of movies is because remember, this room here is where they make TV shows and movies. There's a picture of my sister Rhonda, who's been in TV shows she was in movies with Danny DeVito and Demi Moore and a lot of other people, and television commercials and things like that, and plays. She did a lot of plays where she had her own company to do performances. Okay, my daughter Crystal on the wall there, and to the left is P. Diddy and J. Lo in their famous picture where she had the famous dress on going to the award show. And then on this wall is the TV show Jamie Foxx, the Jamie Foxx show where they have the hotel. Michael Jackson, you all know. Here is Vincent and his wife. They're going to have a baby. They're a couple that was on Married at First Sight. Can't see them quite well. Let's go out of here. Here's my niece again. This is Heavenly. She is skilled at mathematics and is good at doing people's taxes. She has her own tax company for the IRS, and that's why I put her outside of the math classroom. We'll peek in here for a minute, but we've already saw this room in part 1. So in here he teaches math, he teaches algebra, and a little bit of calculus before the Sims can go to the advanced math class, which is in the other building. So there's equations all over the walls in here, linear equations and other equations. And the student, as I told you guys before, is sleeping because she's exhausted, has 2 jobs, and did her homework and watched her siblings for her mom while her mom works 2 jobs. This student is taking notes. Okay, so let's go out of here. This student is going into the math class. And then we're going to go into here. We went in here before, but I revised it. This is, if you guys remember, it's the game room and also DJ booth, where your Sims will get, they can die if they don't have fun. So this class teaches them about game simulations, how to play games, how to do music with the DJ booth and all that. In the background here is Fortnite. I love the new season 3 chapter 3 of Fortnite because it's like amusement park with these Jurassic Park bubble ball roller coaster thing. I have not got to play it yet because I've been trying to work on getting this game straight in The Sims. But I can't wait to play it. Also, there's Fall Guy there. I took the Blick Block, Sims Blick Block out of here because I wanted to put games that I like in here. Here's Uno in this corner. Mortal Kombat, one of my son's favorite games other than Fortnite. And then here is the Corner Pop-O-Matic Trouble board game. And then Tetris here, which is sort of like the Blick Block that the Sims play. And I thought I had Monopoly. I could have sworn I had the Monopoly game in here, but I guess I have to put it back later. Yeah, I have to put it back later. Okay, so this is the game room for them to have fun. And then we'll go out of here. And then on this wall we had my son's picture in the center, and the distinguished gentlemen were in a gold frame. I removed distinguished gentlemen that I use in all my Sims builds, and I put here the black and whites on either side. This is my son Lee. Here and here and here, these three pictures of my son Lee. He is, if you want to go visit his channel on YouTube, it's the MCP. He does Fortnite, Mortal Kombat, Fall Guy, Among Us, and all types of gameplay. And I have joined him in Fortnite as well. Haven't played in a while. On either side of my son, flanking my son, are pictures of real high school principals. This is a high school principal on this side, and this is a high school principal on that side. So I thought that would be cool to put that in here. Okay, so now I'll turn around. I've changed the auditorium wall and added some more pictures of myself. But before I show that, let me see. Over here, I want to acknowledge Michelle. So if you watch Star Trek with Captain Kirk and Spock and everything, then you know that this movie star recently died, and we're gonna miss her. I loved her, first black woman in the movies way back when, and yeah, she was one of the major stars of Star Trek. Alright, now here's a picture of me here with my glasses there, in the purple and yellow, and the curly hair right here, not this Sims lady, but right here. Okay, and then here is a picture of me when I was on a cruise. My son took my husband and I on a cruise. I included this picture. His name is Thornton because he died years ago in 2020, and we still miss him very much. So I have Thornton's picture flanking either side of my pictures, which you guys seen in all my videos, is a picture of me in golden frame here. I am Nana Kharmz. My name is Carmen with a K. So this is me. And as I said before in part 1, this is assistant principal giving a speech. I said that I didn't, when I made this school in 2020, I didn't have room to put a real auditorium, so this is an open auditorium, and I have utilized it and played it when it was in elementary school, and the kids actually do sit down and listen to the speakers. Okay, and then so there's Vincent Price there, and there's another star I love, David Niven, who did The Impossible Years, which is a very funny movie. He also played Sir Lawrence of Arabia. Okay, down the hall here is a picture in this corner here of a real high school principal. She is the high school principal and CEO of Cass Tech High School here in Detroit, Michigan. And this is the oh, I think I forgot to put something on that wall that I was going to do. I'll do it later. So I'm wondering if I don't know if I did or not. This is the topiary room. Before it was just orange walls, but I wanted to put some pictures of trees in here. So there's trees and waterfalls and things like that. And pictures of flowers and things. So they get to carve elephants and poodles and llamas and all type of things out of these shrubbery bushes. And then there's insects in these aquariums, so they know that trees do come with bugs. Yeah, I did put her in here. So I put in here Angelina Jolie, Maleficent, another sci-fi fantasy movie that I love, Maleficent with Angelina Jolie. Now, I didn't put the one where she has the black horns and the black wings because I wanted the one that showed her with the floral flowers around her. Okay, so that's why I came back to these rooms, even though I showed you guys before, because they have changed since you saw them. Alright, now we will go down the hall here, and we need to go to, because you guys know that you already saw the store here, the resale store in episode 1. This is where they learn marketing, retail merchandising, learn about the cash register. They already had math class, so they learn how to count money. This young lady is buying one of these pretty jeweled gold necklaces. I told you guys about the candy bars. I told you guys that I love the Almond Joy candy bars here. I said sometimes you feel like a nut, which is an Almond Joy. Sometimes you don't. Mounds, Peter Paul, Almond Joy has nuts, Mounds don't. And then I told you guys that my mom loves Payday's candy bars, courtesy of Jasmine Raditz and Carrie on Patreon, and Alexis Ariel. Okay, over here, my favorite is Cheetos. Some people like the Flaming Hot Cheetos, and also there's Funyuns here. Alright, let's go back. Oh, I put some dollar signs in here. Oh my word. I'm trying to go up in here and turn around. Okay, stop that. Dang it. Okay, let's just try to go down this hallway. It's very tight in here. I did do a episode, since this is episode 422, I did do episode 421 where they finally gave me my high school game. I had to wait forever for them to give it to me. even though I had prepaid for it way back when. And then, well, you guys know that in here is the bedrooms where they sleep at. And then there's Kit dolls on the wall here. Day 26 that P. Diddy developed the guy group and girl group years ago, 2004. And there is Danity Kane, who they turned out to be excellent singers. And there's Michelle Rodriguez, movie star. And day 26 again. Alright, let me get out of here, because I'm trying to go to the 3rd floor, ding dong it. Alright, let's go upstairs. Alright, so we're back upstairs on the sports floor. Well, the hallway is the sports hallway. I'm going to check for messages. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see if I can get back in here. We're gonna go down here. Alright, so we're gonna go through here. And this is a more sophisticated floor, more serious floor where you learn stuff. Oh, please don't freeze, game. Please don't freeze. Let me save it before it freezes. Come on, don't freeze. Anyway, they learn a lot of stuff in this floor. So I don't want to clutter the hallway with too much just white walls. But the rooms are going to be, hold your eyeballs because there's a lot. Alright, this is the foreign language classroom. Foreign language arts classroom. And in this classroom, they have a bit of everything. So I have Egyptian, I have Egypt, I have my family language, which is Cherokee. I have Chinese. Which my son found out that we do have some Asian in our blood. Alright, and then there's my Cherokee jingle dancers. My fancy dancers from Cherokee. The Buddha, Egyptian ancient hieroglyphs, ancient pyramids, Pharaoh, King Tutankhamun, Buddhas and Kuan Yins. Now the teacher is sitting at the desk checking students' assignments. And his wife is his partner, his co-partner, teacher. She is teaching a lecture on foreign languages. So they're both teachers of this classroom. On this side is ancient African pharaohs in Egypt, fancy dancers and jingle dancers once again. And it says, were the ancient Egyptians black? And it says here on the wall, language arts. I didn't have room to put foreign language arts that I wanted to, but you get the gist of what I was trying to say. And one of the languages over here as well is Arabic. My father's father is Arab, so I've taken a lot of Arab foreign language classes to learn how to read and write it, and I always end up getting a B+ out of the class at the university. And there's the Cherokee alphabet. Dang it, that's not supposed to be there. Alright. I'm trying to hurry up before this computer cuts off, because I do have my CC in here, as you can see, and I don't want anything to mess up. And even though Jasmine, I paid for decal sims that are in here, decal sims tend to glitch out sometimes, because I did have one young lady that was the owner of this red purse, but she glitched out the whole game, so I had to take her out. Okay, let's go out of this classroom. We'll go down the hall here. I want to go down to this one first before I go to that second one. So we went in here before, but I've changed it thus far. And sitting at the piano there is a decal sim, Alicia Keys. And she's crossing her arms as she's waiting for her students to come in and get to their pianos and keyboards. This is piano class. Here's Alicia Keys playing piano here on the wall, and she's talented at singing and playing the piano at the same time. And here is her. There's a very nice picture of her in white on the white Yamaha. Is that a Yamaha? On the white piano. And that's when she was expecting her son. Egypt was in her stomach. And then also talented, who can sing and play the piano. Here is Jamie Foxx, whose real name is Eric Bishop. Okay, so now I'm going to try to turn around here. And of course, my Jeff Goldblum is talented jazz artist who plays the piano as well. Here's some private rooms for the baby grand pianos. All right. We'll back out of here. We'll go into here. This is a small room, but this is a teacher here sitting at the desk. On the back wall here is a real high school principal again. This is the lady who is principal of Cash Tech High School, which turns out great, intelligent, genius high school students here in Detroit, Michigan. Here was some principals and teachers who decided to volunteer and drive the school buses for free when that particular school faced it, where they almost had to close down the school because they didn't have transportation for the students. So this was a few years ago. They decided to drive the bus for free to volunteer to help out. Okay, as you can see, this classroom also teaches Simlish as well as English, but it is an English journalism class, and so the teacher has been on magazine covers and have written books and things like that. Oh, there's a student there. Forgot I put him there. Okay. Alright, let's go out of here because I want to, well, we might as well go across the hall here. This is a mermaid here. And this gentleman here, I tried to tell you guys in part 1, part of Married at First Sight. This is Mitch, and he loves the ocean, and he has an organization, a foundation to save our oceans from plastic pollution that is killing our fish and ruining our water. This is Mitch from Married at First Sight. This season, I think season 15 we're in. Alright, this is the fish classroom. There's a teacher, a fisherman, who's a teacher here. And then on the wall here are various fish, if I can get in there. So before it was just a plain white wall with the fish on it that I put on here, but I've since then added real fish to the wall. So these are seahorses, my favorite thing here. There's a mermaid there, Asian mermaid. You can't see it, but in this corner is a man of war. Man of war is not a man, not a gentleman, but a creature, a sea creature that is very poisonous. So do not touch it. If you see something that looks like a clear blue plastic bottle or purple plastic bottle on the beach and it moves, you can die from the poison of it. Here's some sea turtles. I love my favorite. I have pet turtles, and my favorite type of pet are turtles. It says fish because this is the fish classroom, but they really learn about everything in the ocean. There's some flying fish that are in the ocean. Some more seahorses. Some seahorses in love, making the heart shape here. And some more fish. And on this wall is a starfish right here. And then there's the dragon fish here. Alright, let's back out of here. What I want to do is I'm trying to hurry to get to the other building, and then we can come back to the second floor after that. So I'm going to drop down here. Go out of the frog room here. So we're outside now. And so I made a fourth building. You guys saw the other building with the cosmetology unit. If you did not see the cosmetology room and the lab rooms and all of that, please look at part 1 of Nana Kharmz High School. And that would be episode 420. This is 422. Alright, this is the other building that I made. This is the fourth building. So I was trying to make a basement and go under the school, but it wouldn't let me go under the school. So this is the best I can do. We still have the rock climbing wall back here. I had to make room for them to be able to get by, so they could walk through there. Because all of their gymnasium equipment is out here outside. Where's my bowling alley? The game took my bowling alley. Oh my word. What the heck happened to my bowling alley? Excuse me for a moment. And like I was saying, this is the gymnastic class, which is held outside. So they will get rained on if it's raining or snowing. But if I can make a basement in Copperdale underneath this building when I place it in Copperdale, then I could put the gymnasium in that particular in this Nana Kharmz High School when I place it in Copperdale. Hopefully I can put a basement, as I will be tearing down the EA high school. That's why they didn't do too much to it, because they told us we can go ahead and tear it down. Alright, let's go down to this main floor here. So this is the robotics classroom down here in this semi-basement. What the heck? And you guys recognize Sophia. She is a famous robot that talks and has her own thoughts and wants to get married and have robot babies. I think they finally gave Sophia some hair. There's another robot there. Here's robotics here. A Japanese factory where they make, yikes, where they make space type vehicles or cars there. On this wall as well, this young lady looks real, but she is in fact a robot. From the Shakama robotics. A lot of men, rich men, buy robots just for sexual companionship, which is not cool. Alright, this billionaire, you guys have probably seen him before, and he made a robot in his likeness that can talk and think and act and gesture like himself. Okay. And back here is another robot on the wall there. Okay, so now we'll go out and turn around. We'll go up one floor. Alright, so now we are in there's a picture of President Carter, Nixon, Trump, Kennedy, and everybody. Okay. We are in the government classroom. There's Biden there. President Biden. Because I live in the USA, then the government class is all about USA, United States governments, presidents. And there is Obama on the wall back here. I tried to put him in the front, but the game wouldn't let me. Okay, so now we're going to turn around. And we will go up to the next floor. So this is the computer science classroom. And so I decided to use real computer scientists, engineers, programmers. And then on this wall here are some high school students learning computer science. And back here on this wall are people that actually work as computer science engineers. And this young man here in the picture, I couldn't get the game to let me put his computer in front of him that he was working on. So here's his computer back here, and here's him on the side of the staircase and back there. But he is indeed at work, working on his computer. And there's some computer programming. So you can use the computer science to make robots, is what this is showing in this display here. And there's some programming back here. Okay, so now we will go upstairs to the next floor. Okay, so now we are in another classroom. And this classroom here is called Architectural or Architecture Interior Design. And I loved making this. I wish it was bigger. So here I have a dual staircase, beautiful blue carpeted, blue railing, royal blue railing, blue dome mansion with dual staircase. And next to it is a great room or living room, and look what it has. These people have a lamp that is made from a entire large horse, a horse lamp. Pretty cool. On this back wall is a Texas mansion with turrets, and then interior design on this wall here is if I can get there, is a man climbing a staircase made of bookshelves back here. I don't know if you can see them. Then there's some more interior design here. This maroonish red design. And then back here in the front here is a Texas mansion as well. So yes, this is the architecture interior design class. So I wanted to make classrooms where they could actually have the teacher, when I get to Copperdale, the teacher can actually write on the boards here and erase and write again on these boards like we saw in the high school years trailer. I will make some of these high school boards in the classrooms in the main building as well, but I have the decal sims in there right now, so I can't put them in there yet. And there you have all 4 floors. of my fourth building. Now you guys remember I said the principal is trying to go into the school to his office. Let me go into this other building. We'll go into the rocket science building for a minute. And yes, the young lady is still hanging, doing her gymnastics on the lights here. All right. The young man is still inside the test tube, trying to do a prank to the teachers, but he can get in trouble because it's only supposed to be aliens in the test tube there. So I've added some things in here. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, because it was all about aliens. Oh, come on. It's the alien baby back there, but you can't see it. Altered States movie and quantum physics on this wall. Oh, come on. Alright, we'll go to the next floor. So there's the alien baby. Now you can see it from the Avatar #2 movie. Can't wait to see that. It'll be great. And hiding behind this machine is also some Avatar Indians. Some more quantum physics. We'll go to the next floor. And here it houses the nuclear machines to help guide the rocket ships. And there's the teacher teaching the quantum physics. Thanks to Jasper Radix Dekel Sims. And remember I said I wanted to put Carl Sagan in here. I finally found him. So I put him in. Carl Sagan is, or was, a scientist that said billions and billions of stars are in each of our galaxies, and there are millions of galaxies everywhere. with billions of stars in each. There's Albert Einstein, the genius. And of course I had to put him in here for my quantum physics. Okay, this game just won't let me come in here. Okay, now I'm in the wrong building. Okay, and then on the movie Valerian, there's the alien, that beautiful spirited alien who had pearls to come out of her little pat there and fall into a little fountain, and the pearls are worth a lot of money to them in a Valerian sci-fi movie. There's some more quantum physics here. And then up here above is where the adult Sims will learn how to make rocket ships, and the mature high school Sims can make rocket ships as well. But the adults can woohoo in the rocket ship. Alright, then we'll go to the third building. This building was made July 17th of this year. And you guys remember that I showed you guys this in part 1. This is my sister LaShawn. She's a police officer who's getting married soon on her birthday. And you'll see her on the icon picture here on YouTube. Picture of my daughter. I think she's either 25, 27, 33. I'll have to ask her. And in this picture, I'm 25 or 27 when I was younger, and she compared my picture to hers next to each other because we both had on blue evening gowns. And that's one of her model pictures. There's my sister LaShawn again. And then back here is my third baby sister, Tori Ann, who seldom wears dresses, but when she does, she has nice legs, with my nephew in the back there when we went to visit relatives down south for the first time. Now everybody practically lives down there. I miss her a great deal. She just had a birthday as well, and I was at dialysis and didn't get to say happy birthday to her. There's a teacher teaching, a Deco Sim teaching the class. Of course, she has to be dressed up to teach the class. Back here is a mannequin for making fashions, and there's a armoire with fashions. There's fashionable shoes and hats back here. My daughter's picture back here. This is my sister LaShawn, like I said, who's getting married. And this is her son's pictures, the 3 boys that I showed you earlier. My daughter's Crystal's portrait in the middle that you guys see on all my videos. Trying to hurry up while this The game is acting a fool. Okay. Stop. Ding dong it. Alright, sorry to making you guys dizzy, but I'm trying to get in here. Okay, so now we're in the cosmetology class. If you guys remember, there's a picture of me with the glasses here, and my sister Rhonda right here with the golden hair. And I told you guys this is my mom with the yellowish green shirt, and my sister Rhonda's daughter Amber with the golden hair. My sister LaShawn again right there, who's getting married. Here is a layout of normal skin and anatomy of how hair grows from the fatty tissue down here and throughout the layers of skin to come out of the derma, the skin at the top. It's a picture of my daughter with purple sunglasses and my baby sister Tori Ann right here with the black hat, who just had a birthday. She's the one that's in this picture with right here, that's Tori as well. Okay, that's Mignon, which is the oldest daughter of my sister Rhonda. And as I said before, this is my sister Rhonda, who I call the movie star because she's been in movies and television commercials and plays. Alright, this is a real cosmetology book called My Lady. And thanks to Ariel, Alexis, and Jasmine Radis, I have some real products that are utilized in cosmetology. I love going to the beauty schools cosmetology class, high school class, to help out the students, and you get a chance to get your hair done for a cheaper price. So I've done that for years. Went to the cosmetology high school classes to let the students work on me. Okay, so these are some of the professionals doing the hair, and this student here is a model. This Deco Sim is a famous model. And then, as I said before, there's a student entering the fashion design classroom here. This student right here, and she looks a little pale and needs some water, but when she gets through with that fashion design class, she will come out looking like this famous model, blonde model here, because she will be fabulous. Alright, let's go out of here. So I've added a picture in the hallway here. This is Rio de Janeiro, one of the dancers in the parade there in the middle here. I've also added, I realized that I had all my nieces except a few of them. So this is my niece Jasmine. She's very intelligent, very smart. When she married her husband, who was a computer programmer, engineer, who's also a computer science smart. And Jasmine is also an excellent cook who got awards from like Cordon Bleu school for chefs. So she is a famous chef who got awards and excellent cook. I wanted her to follow my footsteps to become a doctor or a scientist, but her calling is cooking. But they have wonderful sons now, they have children, and I'm happy for them. Alright, we will go to the next floor of the third building here. And there's Cardi B again. I put her outside the fashion classroom because she had on, and that's her poodles there, pink and blue poodle. We'll go down to the next floor here. So I put some more pictures out here on the in the hallway because of this. If you remember in part 1, the child development classroom is on this floor. So there's some pictures of real children. If I can get in here. Oh, come on. My word. Alright. So there's a child doing ABCs. Is a black teacher teaching some preschoolers their ABCs. There's a little baby learning her ABCs. And of course the Coca-Cola machine, vending machine, thanks to paying for Patreon to Jasmine Radix for that. And this is a car game machine. As you guys know, I said I own some car game machines, but my car game machines were closed in, where you actually got in where it looked like a real car, and they were quite fun. And on this hallway wall as well, on this staircase wall, is my grandson, and this is Kier Marquise, you saw in the other building in his football uniform. Okay, now we will go into, and he's in high school, so that's why I put him in here. Okay, this classroom, if you guys remember, is the child development classroom. There's that teacher teaching preschool again. And you guys remember that I said this is my grandbaby girl. I can't get in here. This is my grandbaby girl, Miracle K. Marie. And in the middle of Miracle are some kids, children, because this classroom is all about children, child development. And there's my grandbaby girl again, Miracle K. Marie. looking up at me as I take her picture. And on this wall is my sister Tori holding my grandbaby girl when she visited Michigan and saw her for the first time. And then here's me holding my grandbaby girl on a recent Mother's Day trip that her mother took me on to go to the ocean. We had a great time. Alright, so yes, this is child. If I can turn around here. Child development. Well, I'm trying to see the words, but the game doesn't let me in here. Well, whatever. You just know that the title on the wall says child development. Alright, this is my daughter as well. You guys saw before on my recent trip to the water. Oh my word. It's my daughter Crystal with my grandbaby girl Miracle, and my daughter Crystal with my grandson when Pierre Marquise was a little baby. So that's her holding her two children when each were babies. But this one's still a baby. Alright. Now we will go out of here. I don't know if you guys can even see the desk in this room because it's cotton picking acting the fool. So that's the teacher's desk over in the corner there. And the student desk are these smaller tables here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. We will go into the hallway here. And it's also another kid on this wall doing his assignments, happily doing his assignments right here, which goes with the theme of the child development classroom. Here is Patton and Robin Thicke when they were married, and they're both singers. Here's Neo, I love his songs. And here's Married at First Sight couple from years ago, a few years ago. Woody and Amani, they just had a baby. Congratulations. And they're still together. And Married at First Sight, new couple, Stasia and Nate, I believe his name is. Alright, let's go in to this classroom. We went in here before in part 1, but we'll go in again. And this is the music band classroom. The teacher is singing to the melody, and the students are listening as he does that. And there is a drummer still drumming from weeks ago when I showed you guys this part 1 video. Alright, there's George Benson on the wall here. And also singing is Jamie Foxx, Eric Bishop, and on this wall here I've added Al Green. He sang one of the songs, Let's Stay Together, which I like. Here's my mom. I put her in this jazz band room or orchestra room because my mom sang for Motown and made a lot of records, and because she had to have me, I'm her oldest born, she had to end her singing career, and that just hurt me really bad because I wanted her to stay with Motown, because she met Stevie Wonder when he was 11 years old, and she sang with Smokey Robinson and a lot of the others, and I just wanted her to stay singing. Her name is Connie. Alright, here's a student enjoying her bubble tea and looking at the teacher. And here's another student who has a crush on the teacher and is dancing. If I can get in here. And here's some of the instruments. It's a trombone and tubas and flutes and drums and everything in here. And alright, so that concludes the second floor. Alright, so now we will go down to the first floor. Where I've added some more things to the wall here. So Michael Jackson has been added here. The Pistons have been added, and a closer view of my nephew Christopher right there. Okay, that's LaShawn's son. And then on this wall is my other niece. Now upstairs was my niece and her husband getting married, named Jasmine. This is her baby sister Kayla, my other niece. And then I think that's all for this wall. Yeah, so we'll go into here, and you guys remember I showed you this before in part 1. This is the trigonometry class. Trigonometry calculus class. So it has lots of equations on the wall. So here's the teacher teaching the class. And here's some students in the class. Okay, now this girl is looking at the time, checking her pulse because she was running to class, because this teacher does not want anyone to be late for her exams. So she is watching the door as the students will be coming through the door soon. And she has her Fiji water on the desk there. And this is the anatomy lab class. My favorite classroom. As I indicated before, I got A+ in my anatomy and physiology classes. I love taking them at various universities, and at each one I got a 4.5. My favorite class, anatomy and physiology, as a pre-med student. Get some chemicals on the counter for cleaning the microscopes, and lenses and things, and the slides. I did make my own books for the classroom, however, they didn't turn out too well, so I used Jasmine's pathology books here. Alright, so that concludes that building. We'll go over back to the main building. And we'll go to this chemistry lab. The teacher has been waiting for us to arrive. He is ready to discuss chemical elements and equations. So as it says here, it is the chemistry lab class. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me do a sound check. Yes, and equations. Okay, let's go right quick here. In this corner is Professor Jerry Lewis from Nutty Professor. When the football jock put him on the shelf with the chemistry bottles and closed the door, and he was stuck in on the shelf. That was so funny in the Nutty Professor movie from the 1950s. Check it out if you didn't check out the original. I believe Eddie Murphy made a revised version of the Nutty Professor, but I just like the original much better. Alright, this is the Nutty Professor here with Miss Purdy. I used to know her name, but I can't remember it right now. Dang it, I always know her name, but I forgot it now. But there's the Nutty Professor. Check it out. There's some radioactive isotope in there that can blow up, so you have to be careful. Alright, another classroom that I didn't get to go in. We're going back into the fish classroom and past the fisherman teacher to the swimming class. When I made this school, I made a very small octagon swimming pool. And this gives them athletic gymnasiums skills. And here's a deco sim in here relaxing next to a picture of a mermaid. And then here is a model in a swimming suit. And on this wall is a picture of my nephew, the one that had the silver and black tuxedo. Here's him in his swimming trunks. This is my nephew Christopher. It's hard to see because these walls are octagon. This is before they had the curved walls, recently added to the Sims. I made this room back in 2020, so I made it octagon shape, so it's hard to see the pictures, but that's my nephew Christopher. This is a model in a bikini, and then this is also a model at the beach as well. So yes, that's the little swimming pool. And as you can see, it goes down to there, to the other floor. Alright. Trying to hurry while the game is still going. We'll go out here. We already went in the English journalism classroom. I need to turn around. We already went to language arts. We'll go down the hall here. So before we went to the piano room, right before you get to the piano room, here is a revised version of the jazz classroom where they learn the guitar and the violin and other musical instruments. Here's a teacher who's pointing to the musician and explaining to the class how he plays the guitar. And on the floor here is my Jeff Goldblum movie star crush, who is also has his own jazz orchestra, as you can see on his album cover there. He is also on the wall here, Jeff Goldblum. George Benson here, Jeff Goldblum here, and Benson here, and Al Green here. Dang, I should have put one of my other favorite groups, this Earth, Wind and Fire. The reasons that we're here. Yeah, I'll add them later before I put the school in Copperdale. I'm gonna put Earth, Wind and Fire in this school because I love them. The reasons that we're here. They've made a lot of other songs as well. Alright, in this corner here is my mom again, because she's also a great jazz singer in rhythm and R&B. Okay. My husband Thornton and I used to sing as well, and I sang on the radio and on stages at various universities. This is me here, so I'm good at singing jazz, and this is my mom again here. We're both, my mom is a great grandmother and I'm a grandmother, but we still can sing. Well, I can't sing this good. I used to sing first soprano, but I had a lot of surgeries, so my throat, I can't sing anymore because my voice is hoarse. This is a picture of Jamie Foxx and his daughter Corrine. Michael Jackson in the corner there. And on this section is the Glee Club class, which is out here in the hallway, because that's where I was able to house the karaoke machine for them to learn how to sing. And then this section here is the study hall and conference room for having meetings for any organizational club. Here's a student here on their computer, a real student. Here's some real students here in the corner there in a classroom right here. The real students. And then you can, I can't see if I can get in here. In this corner here is a real principal walking down the hall of a real high school. mentoring one of his students, and you can see the blue lockers against the wall there. Hence the reason I put blue lockers in my high school, because I love the color blue as well. Alright, and this is the little conference study hall room. I can turn it around. So one of my other nieces that I didn't get to show is my niece Taya. You saw my niece Heavenly that I have outside the math classroom, but here's my niece Taya, who is also a university student now, and they're standing with their dad, my ex brother-in-law, who will always be my brother. And then here's some real students in high school here, working on assignments. Since this is a little cubby room for studying, I think it could seat about 5 people. Sorry about the movement of the thing. It's probably making you dizzy, but that's the only way I can get in these rooms. Here again, it's the Rio de Janeiro Dancer Parade. In this parade, regalia in Brazil. And this is welcome. My welcome sign that I use all the time on Facebook, in every language. Because I have on Facebook 5,000 followers for Nana Kharmz, and I had to be able to talk to them in their language. And then see if I can get down in here. So yeah, where's my other chairs? Supposed to be 5 chairs in here. Oh my word. Okay, come back here. Okay, yeah, there's 5 chairs. Well, I could put a 6th chair. I'll put one more chair in here later. Or will they be able to get by? Maybe I put 5 chairs so that they could be able to get by to the other part of the room. Okay, I might make the table smaller so that they can get to this side over here. Alright, so this is the little room that they come to do studying and do their little meetings for their little clubs and organizations, whether it's Glee Club or whether it is a Spanish club, French club, whatever type of organization it is, they can come in here. Okay. So last but not least, I think this is last, is the chess class. And in part 1, I made the mistake of calling this pawns. These are knights. These horse heads are knights. So sorry about that. And my husband, when he was alive, did teach me how to play chess and said I did quite well. I haven't played it since he died. So this is the chess classroom. This is where the teacher sits over here. I made this classroom back in June of 2020. And as you guys know, I always put the distinguished gentleman portrait above all my chess games and in my libraries and formal dining rooms as well. There he is, this distinguished gentleman. Alright, there you have it, the chess classroom. Michael Jackson on the wall there. Alright, we went in the piano room already. Went in the chess room, the jazz music classroom. We went in the fish classroom, the English journalism classroom. We went in chemistry, and we went already into foreign language classroom. My deco sims might be trying to mess up, so I'm trying to hurry. Okay, I believe we went into the math classroom already. We went into the perfume chemistry class. We already went into topiary in the movie production television classroom down the hall there. We went into the gaming classroom. So this classroom here is the geology class. We went in part 1. I'll go in here again. And no, I didn't get to put the rest of the... Remember I said I had books on their desk and the game took them out, but I didn't get to put their notebooks back again. I'll replace it before I go into COPPERDALE. But this is the geology classroom. Geology classroom. And the beds are in the school because sometimes your sims are so exhausted they could die and they need their rest and sleep. Irregardless if the principal is coming in there saying detention, it's better that they can stay alive. This is the teacher's desk over here and a microphone in which she gives her lectures. Okay, you guys, let me see if I can go down to the first floor now. And if you remember, that's the secretary standing through there, the secretary receptionist to the principal. You guys remember the principal's office? So I hear that I can't use my desk in COPPERDALE because they have to have that special desk for the principal, else he won't come in the office and other people just come in here. He has his Advil on the desk and some coffee and his files on the academic records of other students here. He has his owl on the desk and his awards on the wall here. And remember, she's waiting to see the principal, and the gentleman standing there is the attendance counselor. And here's Nicki Minaj. You guys remember the elevator can go to each of the 3 floors. The nurse's station here, remember? And remember in part 1 I said the girl was experiencing pre-labor pains. She's not due yet, but she came to the nurse for help in case she goes into pre-labor. The one holding her hip in the blue dress. And then the other girl is here because she has a robot leg and she needs help from the doctor as well. Mr. Bones here at the doctor's office. I could have sworn he was facing the other way, so Mr. Bones didn't move by himself. And an X-ray on the wall with someone with screws and bolts and cogs in their skeleton. Okay. And then over here is the cafeteria. You guys remember the students that are here eating. They are also part of the home economics cooking class. So they get to test out all the food, the great burgers and donuts and things that are on the counter. There is Richard Dreyfuss in the corner there, dipping out some potatoes to form the mountain that he saw in a vision that he later sees in the movie, where he was able to go and get in the alien ship. Okay, that's Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I've added some things to the kitchen here. Here's the teacher and chef cutting some tomatoes. Here's some nice real barbecue that looks good. Yummy, yummy. Good. Menus on the wall with pricing. And back here I put some food as well. Some of my favorite meals as well. I've had steak and gravy and sweet peas and mashed potatoes, meatloaf, lobster with garlic butter sauce, and here's some more food on this wall as well, with some corn, pepper steak and gravy, and mashed potatoes and gravy. You guys remember in part 1, this is the geography classroom. The girl was rushing to her desk to get in place to start doing her assignment. I couldn't put a teacher in every room because the decal sims causes a virus to the computer. Yes, geography classroom right here. And the teacher here is the high school doctor, Nana Kharmz high school doctor, who teaches anatomy and physiology lecture. The other teacher that you saw in the other building teaches the lab of anatomy and physiology, and he teaches the lecture section of it, which is usually how it goes in real life. It's 2 separate classes of anatomy and physiology, lecture and lab. Is a student attentively listening to the teacher. The anatomy dolls that teaches them parts of the body, the human body, and Mr. Bones there. And anatomy of cats and dogs and other animals as well. I might put anatomy of a horse in here as well. You guys remember the frog room across the hall here? I kept this room from the elementary school because the high school students can also benefit from learning about the frogs. I told you guys my mom doesn't like frogs. They jump at her. I'm okay if they don't jump on me, but I like turtles better. I added the frog one because EA Origin has such pretty colors of frogs for the floor and the wall, so that's why I made this frog classroom. When I did Bright Stars Elementary School with this frog classroom, I did ask you guys to tell me how many frogs you can count in the room. There have been more frogs added since I made that original video in 2020. And one day, if I get a whole bunch of subscribers, maybe I can give away some free games and stuff. What the heck happened to that chair? That is not how I left it. The thing always messes up my game. When I come back in the games, something's always rearranged. And there is also a giant spider on the wall here. And when I play the game in COPPERDALE, I hope that thing doesn't start moving and running around. Okay. I kept my art room and added some more things to it. In this art room are books that I did make that came out quite well. And I've added relatives that can draw, that are artists. My mom is an artist. She did paintings in Catholic churches on cathedral ceilings way up 3 stories high in the air. We were afraid she would fall trying to do those famous drawings. This is Jeff Goldblum, was also an artist. And then another movie star that is an artist is over here. Anthony Hopkins, Hannibal Lecter, Meet Joe Black. You guys know him in all the famous movies, famous movie star. And back here is my nephew, who was very excellent artist and singer and dancer. He does singing and dancing to Michael Jackson songs, but his artwork is impeccable. We all got our talent from my mom, his grandmother, and from my dad, his grandfather. This is my dad, George, and he is a so famous artist that he was honored out of 701 artists to he was selected to do one of the cities in Michigan up north, and he was honored there. He was also honored in the Detroit Institute of the Art, featured on Channel 2, 4, and 7 news, and in newspapers and things throughout the years. And I was also with him on stage with the rock band Kiss, K-I-S-S, and the Kiss star named Gene held my son when he was a baby, and I sang with the Kiss group on stage at Copperdale Hall while my dad painted their pictures, and Kiss gave us a whole bunch of souvenirs. They're known for vampire blood and all kind of antics. So this painting in the back reminds me of movie star Elizabeth Taylor, Michael Jackson's friend. I love her movies. So there's various bathrooms and showers throughout the entire building. And here's the library if you guys didn't see it in part 1. Well, in part 1 it was different. I made it more modern on July 17th of this year. I revised the library. Here's a picture of me again, Carmen. As the distinguished gentleman, I was put in my libraries and formal dining rooms and chest rooms. Okay, I hope I've shown all the classrooms, everyone. I think I did. If I left anything out, maybe you can catch it in my next videos. Thank you guys for watching. This is Nana Kharmz Krazy Gaming signing off. Thank you guys. Peace, shalom. Oh, please click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And thanks for all the likes ahead of time. Thank you guys.